Alright, Matt, so the internet has been wondering, and so have I, and I don't really care if you're sick right now, you're going to answer this dang question. What is the best sauna on the market under $2,000?
Man, that's the $1 million question. So many people have this question because you have the sauna blankets, you got the portable saunas, you have the wooden saunas from Costco, you've got the domes, you've got, there's so many options, but some of them are crap and some of them actually work well. So let's go through a couple of types and then we'll also go through a couple of brands. So first of all, you have the stand-up wooden saunas. Under $2,000, you're not going to have a lot of options. You're going to have your Costco style sauna. I like the LifePro better than the Costco. If you go watch the FLIR footage, you'll see why it works better. You've got your dome saunas, the lie-down domes. If you look at the one that we reviewed recently, that one did really good. Linked up in the description. You can also join the Certified Sauna community on Facebook. That's our Facebook group, and you can search for Dome Sauna. You'll see my posts in there about these. You can also find the Costco thing in there too. But those work really well. Those are under $2,000. You've got your portable zippy tent saunas. The best one on the market is probably the Relax sauna. They're pushing it a little bit on the price. It's still under $2,000, but I don't think you should have to pay that much for a portable sauna. You could argue, though, that the domes go up to $1,500, $1,600, but the domes work really, really well. So does the Relax sauna, much better than your $500 Amazon or like your Therasage, tent sauna. Both of those really get the heat moving, especially the dome. If you're looking for max detox for the money, still low EMF, low VOC, probably the dome. Next on the list is going to be your sauna blankets. We've talked about those in other videos. I'm not a huge fan. Some people love them, but the reality of sweating on your comforter on your bed and having this cool little package that you roll up and store away in the closet is nice, but when you actually use it, you're confined to like a cadaver bag. My arms are down next to myself, zipped up in this thing, and I'm just kind of like staring at the ceiling. And then when I get done, not only do I have to wipe up all my own I'm kind of like, that's not really the same sweat as, one of these others. So nowhere near the efficacy of a dome sauna or similar, in my opinion. This is just my opinion. It doesn't mean that the people or companies or whatever that make these products, online are bad. It's just not a great fit for me. And I'm going to tell you what I think about it after I use them. So it is what it is. If they're awesome for you, hey, great. Not trying to talk you into anything that's not, always do what's right for you. But for me, I'm uncomfortable. I question whether or not they really have far infrared emitters in them, like the other saunas that you're comparing to them. And then the user experience. Like, I don't really worry about the price too much because they're cheaper than these other options. The best wooden saunas under $2,000, it's not like it's the best, right? It's the best based on the choices that we have. There's not a lot of options under $2,000. You have your Amazon, your Costco, your Wayfair, your no-name white label brand that all these drop shippers are relabeling. They all come from the same factory. It's kind of like TVs. There's only 3-4 manufacturers that are making all the screens. Everyone else buys the same components. You're buying a whatever brand from Best Buy and whatever brand from Walmart. You think there's a big difference, but if you knew where the parts came from, these lower end saunas are very much the same, right? So there's not a huge difference, but your best of the choices, a lot of people like the Costco. The Costco is not bad. We've been testing that out. It doesn't have feet heaters in it in the model that I have, so I'm not a huge fan of that because my feet are cold. That's not really delivering a great, heat experience. But you do get a wooden sauna cabin for under $2,000. If it were me, though, I would pick the LifePro over the Costco. If you go on YouTube and you look at my FLIR footage, or if you go in the Facebook group and you check out the other reviews, you can see the heater layout of it and why it makes you sweat better. As far as the portable saunas, probably the best ones on the market are going to be something like your Relax. Those are a premium price. You could go on Amazon and look at like a Durham or something. We don't usually have those linked up in the description, but in this video we can add a link to it so you can see what it is. About $500-$600. They work okay, but you might be better off with a DIY sauna. I know that has nothing to do with best saunas under $2,000, but we do have premium portable saunas like the Relax that's over $1,500. So a lot of these things are in this category, but I'm also thinking about what's the best value for you. And if you don't care what it looks like, you don't mind building it yourself, sometimes the DIY sauna is better than you spending $2,000. It works just as good. You have the option of figuring out the size. You can use different tents and things like that. And you can save money and get you some red light therapy and do a couple other things. Best sauna blankets. Again, I'm not a fan of the blankets. You know that. But Gabriel's blanket, I think, is the best design of all of them. It's called a Prasanna. If you go in the Facebook group and you search for Prasanna, P-R-A-S. Actually, no. This linked up in the description. We've got all the resources for this video. It's hard to spell. There's multiple N's in the name. You're going to never find it in a million years. So they're all linked up below. And then the domes. The dome that we tested recently is awesome. I have the XL version, so I fit in it really well. It's super comfy for me. The stitching and everything, the build is really high quality, low EMF. We checked it, verified, nothing in there, low VOC. Awesome, awesome, awesome dome. And if you look at the research by Dr. Ashley Mason out in California on infrared sauna, whole body hyperthermia and depression, they used domes in that study and they got great results so far, and we look forward to seeing more research from her and using this and implementing these therapies for those folks. I threw a lot of information at you. As always, all the links to all these resources and products are in the description. If you can't find something, join the Facebook group, use the search bar, search for the brand or the type like Dome Sauna or Best Sauna, under whatever price. And you can always request for a new video for next week also. So if you join the Facebook group, you can just make a new post, put a request in there, say, hey, I'd love it if you made a video on X, and we'll put you in the queue for next week. We'll see you in tomorrow's video.